Hey everybody, welcome back to Magic Orthodoxy. My name is David, and this is a deck review. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for being here. As many of you know, I signed up for the David Blaine Masterclass. I did a pre-review for it, right before it started, talk to you about how you could sign up. And I also indicated in that video that if you sign up for the class, you got 2 decks of cards. And so I wanted to show you what the deck looked like and reveal the hidden marking system. This is unlike any other David Blaine split spades deck. This is unique, okay? This is unique. Everybody got 2 decks. They either got a set of black or a set of red. One deck was autographed, one deck was not. So obviously I opened up the one that was not. So we're gonna go through the cards, gonna show you all the features, and like I said, gonna reveal the hidden marking system. Let's go. With this deck, the back is the front and the front is the back. So obviously you're looking at the back right here, right? Because this is where the tuck seal is. But this is what we would typically think about when we think about a front of a tuck case. So a Bicycle Split Spades Studio Edition, right? Says that it's United States Playing Card Company, air cushion finish, made in the USA, all the things that you would normally think about with a bicycle deck. And then you have David Blaine's exclusive Split Spades logo. That's the tuck case. Let's bust it open. Here's the back design, all done in black. And as you can see, each corner has an angel. She's holding a sword, stabbing it through the spade, and some blood is coming off of it. Underneath the angel, underneath her dress, there's a lion that's kind of prowling. And then there in the center, there's a winged bird on either side of David Blaine's Split Spades logo. Up at the top, you've got a moon, and then there's 3 stars over by the angel's hand. And then there's just some scroll work that kind of wraps all the way around and ties it together. One of the cards is a illustration, black and white, like watercolor illustration. This is actually the front cover of Aussie Wynn's book. So if you have Aussie Wynn's book, this is the illustration, and Aussie Wynn is one of the teachers in David Blaine's Masterclass. Also, one of your extra cards is the illustration on how to do Charlier cut. And this card has been included in previous decks. The jokers for this deck seem to be new. I don't remember this joker being in any decks before, but if I'm wrong, someone could let me know. It's a head, right? A bald head, yelling with ravens flying out of his mouth. And then there's some ravens perched on the top of his head. And then what might look like hair is actually trees growing up out of his ears. Going through the faces, you're gonna see that red cards are red, black cards are black. Court cards have redesigned custom faces. And I believe for the most part, every single court card has a custom face. And so if you've seen David Blaine decks before in the past, you're gonna see some old favorites like the King of Spades, which is David Blaine himself. And there's a couple of new faces in there as well. And I like it when deck designers do this because it's a very subtle way to create something original, while at the same time, I think it keeps the aesthetic the same. I think someone who doesn't know the decks of cards as well, they don't know the faces as well, they would never notice. They wouldn't know that you had a custom deck. And your Ace of Spades, David's used this icon before. It's a lady who's standing, her hands are above her head, and the spade pip is being formed out of what looks like ocean waves and rays of light. All right, so I promised you that I would reveal to you the marking system for the back design. And to do this, to read the backs, you're gonna have to stick your deck in a very particular order. And when I was going through the cards, you might have noticed that this deck of cards has a 4 of clubs on top and a 9 of diamonds on the bottom. And that means this deck is in mnemonica order. So in order to read this, you need to know mnemonica because the pips and indices, that marker is not on the back. There is a number on the back. Just for instance, this card says the number 1. This card says the number 2. So in order to read the markings, you would have to have mnemonica memorized, all right? So the first thing you need to do is you need to stick the deck in mnemonic order. Now, I'm not going to teach you how to stick it in mnemonic order. You can find that information out on the internet. It's not difficult, but that would be the first thing. So go pause and then stick your deck in mnemonic order, and then come on back here. All right, so this is how you read the back design, and it's all done in the wings right here. There's two sets of little stripes. There's this first set right here on the left, and the second set on the right. The first set on the left, this is your tens, your multipliers of tens. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, like that, okay? And then the one on the right side, that's your numbers. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all right? So if you were to look at this one, you can see that none of the left side lines are distorted. They're all the same. So that means we are in the first set of banks. So you want to think of this as 0, right? This first set of banks right now is 0. And the first line on this side is thin. So that's 0, 1. Okay, 0, 1 would be 1. If I were to hold it against the next card, you can see that the 1 on this one is now solid, and the 2 is thin. And again, this side is 0. Nothing over here is distorted. So this is a 0, and this is a 2. Now we're looking at the third card, okay? And you can see that the third stripe down is marked. That is a 3. See, this is a 2, and this is a 1. Now we have the fourth card, and you can see that the fourth stripe right here is thinner. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4, and now we have 5 cards, all right? And really, that's all there is. There's just a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you can see right here that the fifth line down is marked. And in the first column, they are all identical. So this would be 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, 3, 0, 4, 0, 5. Now we are going to move on to the next 5, because every grouping of cards goes 1 through 10, okay? So in order to do 1 through 10, line 2 has to now look different. And if you notice up here at the top, the inside line is now thin, but it also has a scratch mark in the middle of it. So that scratch mark indicates a 6, or that we've passed 5, really. And so now the second one has a scratch mark. That means 7. Third one has a scratch mark, 8. Fourth one has a scratch mark, 9. And fifth one has a scratch mark, 10. You can see how they're thinner, like the previous set, but there's a tiny dash taken out of the middle. So that indicates card 6, card 7, card 8, card 9, card 10. So after we've gone through the first 10 cards, that makes this the teens, right? So that means you're going to have this scratched away for 10 and the first line there for 11, right? So this would be card 11, this is card 12, 13, 14, 15 is the last line at the bottom. 16 comes back up to the top with a broken, then 17, then 18, then 19, and then 20. 20 is the last one at the bottom. And then it comes back up to 21. So that means you're in the second dash right here, which is the most broken, right? The second one's the most broken, so that's 20. And then it comes back up at the top, which is 21. Let me focus on that a little better. So 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26 goes back up to the top, 27, 28, 29, 30 is the last one down at the bottom, which means you come over here and then you're in 31. So 10, 20, 30. The 30 line is the most broken. 31, right? 32, 33, 34, 35, 36 jumps back up to the top. 37, 38, 39, 40 is the last one down at the bottom. That means we've jumped over to 41. So here's 40 and 1, right? 42, 43, 44, 45 down at the bottom, 46 jumps back up to the top. 47, 48, 49, 50 is the last one at the bottom. And then we only have 2 cards left, right? So 50, 1, and 52. That is how you read mnemonica with the split spades deck. And really, like I said earlier, that only helps you if you know mnemonica, right? Because otherwise you're just looking at the back of the card and you're going, that says 23, but I don't know what the 23rd card is. That's what makes mnemonica a powerful tool. So I recommend putting the deck in order, in mnemonic order, and then begin to go through it and memorize it. Go slow, all right? If you go slow and spend some time with it, don't try to rush it, don't do it in 2 hours, okay, that's way too fast. Take time with it, just a little time every single day for a couple of weeks and you'll get it, okay? But mnemonica is a super powerful tool, as is any memorized deck stack. That's one of the things that separates the magicians from the magicians, all right? So have fun. See you guys next time. Bye. Hey, would you like to learn a magic trick? You would? Did you know I have a second channel? That's right. I have a second channel where I teach beginning level magic tricks. Magic Channel Card Tricks is a place that you can go to learn tricks with ordinary items you can find around the house. Paper clips, rubber bands, pens, and of course, decks of cards. I teach beginning level card tricks, simple card tricks, simple card forces that anybody could learn. I also review magic kits. So if you go buy a magic kit from the store, your local Walmart or Target, or you get a magic kit for Christmas, I'll go over exactly what's inside. And I'll even teach you how to perform with some of those tricks that you get inside those kits. Plus, I'm even gonna give you video instruction to very simple, very inexpensive tricks that you can pick up at your favorite magic store. Sometimes you get those tricks and the instructions are just on a tiny little piece of typewritten paper and you have no idea how to do that trick. Don't throw that trick away. Don't put it in a box. Come back to Magic Channel Card Tricks and I will teach you how to use that trick as well. Or maybe you're not a beginner. Maybe you're not a beginner, but maybe you have a niece or a nephew or a little brother or sister that you could share this channel with them. This is a great, safe place, kid-friendly, where they can learn beginning level magic. Make sure you head on over to Magic Channel Card Tricks, give my videos a like, subscribe to that channel. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for being a part of Magic Orthodoxy.